Hat in Time is a very short game, like very short. You can beat it in like under an hour easily. But all of the chapters, in my opinion, offer a great experience. Okay, maybe not all of them, but like all of them except for one give you a very good experience. I decided to rank them, so enjoy. Number 7 is Alpine Skyline. This is the most obvious bottom choice if you've played the game or seen any videos. It's okay. The windmill is good, but the Death Wish version is the worst thing to be made ever. It's just terrible. Lava Cake's pretty good. The Twilight Bell is and the bird thing is bird area. I don't even remember the name. It's kind of forgettable. The illness has spread is probably the worst finale of the chapters. I just don't find it that fun. But I do like that they tried something different from the past few chapters, which is free roaming, even though they do kind of tell you where to go. Number 6 is Arctic Cruise. One word is ship shape. Ship shape is my least favorite act of the entire game. Nothing comes close. The ship is so big that finding things is barely possible. The time for this chapter is also super hard compared to the others, but it's still fun. Bon Voyage is a great introduction to the chapter. I hope you get used to the ship while finding these timepiece shards. And Rock the Boat shows that Hat Kid is literally just a demon. She literally crashes the ship just to get a timepiece. Fun one though. But the thing is that those are the only acts in the chapter. It is so short. I would rather this chapter be longer and the Death Wish be a separate DLC than what we got. It's fun, but it's just too short. Number 5 is Time's End. Hey, you remember what we said about Arctic Cruise? Well, this act is even shorter, but you're probably wondering, wait, why is it above Arctic Cruise if it's literally one act? Well, because it's literally like the best act in the game. It's an amazing finale, and if it had literally like one more act, it would probably be number 2, or maybe even number 1. It starts amazingly with all the enemies and friends from the past coming to get judged. And then for some odd reason, Mustache Girl decides to make an obstacle course for the people before they get judged. I don't know. I guess it's just gameplay. But it is very fun. The boss fight at the end is also amazing and makes your eyes literally die because that's a whole lot of colors. Oh yes, number 4, Battle of the Birds, which features my favorite character, which is the conductor, even though he literally blew up his train for a movie. Anyway, good parts of the chapter is just conductor's acts. Bad parts, DJ Grooves' acts. We'll start with the conductors. The Murder on the Owl Express is a very cool stealth mission, and the car agents are just amazing. Train Rush is another contender for one of my favorite acts. So much is going on, and it's just so fun. Picture Perfect is fine. You can beat it in like a minute. The Big Parade is also fine. Although the Owl Band can be very annoying. Also, just look at the Death Wish version of this. This just shows you. And there's also the first act, which is another stealth mission, which is also very good. And then the final act changes on whichever acts you did better on, which is nice. And I feel it lasts a little too long to get to the final boss fight, but it's still very good. Number 3, Yakuza Metro. I don't know if that's how you say it, but okay, this is the longest chapter in the game with literally 9 acts, which is 3 times as much as Arctic Cruise. So I'm just gonna sum it up. Alpine Skyline, but 10 times better. The Empress is a very good antagonist, and I love all of the acts, except the final one has a big problem, and that's, it should have really been a boss fight. It's just like a very long chase scene, and the Empress boss fight would have been a very cool one, but instead you just got her shooting a rocket, going at like 1 mile per hour, literally. I mean, at least Alpine Skyline didn't have any people that could be a boss, but I mean, Yakuza Metro, the Empress, that's the boss. Still an amazing chapter. Number 2, Mafia Town, which is the starting chapter, and this chapter is almost perfect. Barrel Battle is just boring. That's the only one. It's stupidly easy and boring. But Down with the Mafia is close, very close to perfection. The Mafia are the best characters, are like the second best characters in the entire game, and Mustache Girl is interesting antagonist. I don't know where they got that idea from. I feel that this really is an amazing way to introduce the player to the game, and the land It's just, oh, I feel it's amazing to explore. I'm just speechless. Wow. Okay, this is literally everyone else's number one. Subcon Forest. And it's easy to see why. Yes, this chapter is literally just perfect. All of the acts are just amazing. Vanessa's mansion and your contract has expired are pretty much just the best. Sinatra's boss fight is the best in the entire game. There was no competition. The music good, the gameplay good, everything's good. I really like how you unlock areas by killing the fire spirits. Wow, this area is giant, and the story is really interesting. Way more interesting than the other chapters when you find out that Vanessa literally killed everyone in the entire village. There are just so many places to visit in this area, and no wonder there's a whole new DLC based off of this chapter, which is the DLC was fine. And that was the list. I decided to bring back to this channel because I mean I like making them. So anyway, see you in the next